going to be just a quick video. I'll be probably more than just a quick video on how to kill China on Ultra mod here. I'll probably post the version in the video description here. Just simply because I've seen a lot of people struggling, and it really is. I don't want to say simple, 'cause that's the wrong term. It's very difficult, but once you get the hang of it, it is really easy. You just gotta know what proper supply lines to run down, and the proper build, and when to attack and where not to attack. And I'll go over that in more detail as we go. So I'm just going to do the early 1936 startup here, and then once we get that covered, I'll probably just skip right ahead to 1937, and we'll go through killing China. It shouldn't take any more than a year in game time, and China will be dead. So first things first, I always do army expansion law first. You're waiting for the political power to lead the naval treaty, so you can get the 3-circle plan and build your dockyards. This also allows you to get the army XP to actually modify your divisions, because these are, well, while they would work, they're no good. They got field hospitals, they got logistics. And I'll go through my division choice here in a bit. So, quite simply put, I will do a standard Navy build here, just because I want to show it can be done. Let's nuke all these because they're garbage. And just because it can be done. And I don't care about submarines. Probably should have finished those, but I don't give a shit. Kill that. It's not worth it. 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 Alrighty. Let's finish that. And let's make a quick basic destroyer here. I'm thinking at some point here I might also do something for Navy, just to explain kind of how it works to people who don't fully understand, because this mod does go a bit more in depth, but we're not there yet. So we'll see how this goes. If people find it helpful, maybe I'll do a bit more. If people don't find it helpful, well then obviously I won't. And it's kind of expensive, but I guess that's... I think we're gonna go something like this. I wish it wasn't so slow. Anyways, we're gonna make it a bit slower because that's really expensive. Anyways, yeah, we'll make that work. Navy doesn't matter this build game, so we'll just drop a few of these. And there we go, that's good enough for now. So as for industry setup, we're just gonna do 50-50. Once again, just a balanced build to show it can be done. Now for factory distribution, we're gonna kill the carrier fighters. We're gonna kill these stupid torpedo bombers, kill the stupid medium bombers. All we're gonna build is these. We're gonna build some... Goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. So we'll put 3 factory on these, 4 on these. Kill these tanks. Tanks are not worth it in China. Your tanks are simply not good enough. I'll put 2 on those. We're gonna need 5 on trucks. We'll leave 1 on that. 4 on RDOB lots. 5 on support equipment. Maybe we can go up to 10. 10 and 8 with 3, 6. And we're gonna want a wee bit of cast. This cast here doesn't have the best of range, but you can build an airbase for like 12 days in China, just get some air bases up. And you want to build some fighters because you do not want to die because the Soviet lend these China planes, right? So always import as Japan from either your puppets or the guy who takes all these convoys to get it to you. We'll just do that for now. Iron, we start by convoys. Manchukuo is always obviously first, and then we'll grab some from Malaya. We'll grab some from the Philippines, and we'll see where that gets us tech-wise. It's all... Gotta grab Marines. Now, these recent version, you no longer start Marines. It takes a year and a half to get them. Still dumb. Then we'll just do some naval tech. Grab those. And we're gonna grab... First time we're gonna build new models, so we'll grab those. Actually, we get a bonus for that, don't we? So we won't grab those. Just grab these DP guns. Alrighty, I think that's it. I'll set the division templates up here. We'll just run this through. So you do not need a whole bunch on guns, because the thing about killing China is that you can't have your entire industry focused towards killing China, because if you're... Okay, what's going on with coal and iron? Okay, we don't actually need that. If you have your entire industry focused towards killing China, then you're just going to kill China and be nothing, not going to be ready to fight the United States, you're not going to be in a position to take over these islands. It's all an air game after that. So if you're not ready to play that air game early on, then you're going to be in a lot of trouble. So it's a tough decision to make, but at the end of the day, you have to be able to kill China with very few troops and very few casualties. But never fear, there's a trick to being able to do that. Alright, just slow this down. Abandon the treaties. Alright, just pause this and I'll explain my template choice. So, first things we do is we drop everything out of these divisions, which isn't strictly necessary. It's an argument that you don't even need recon. I'm going to leave recon in there because it's relatively cheap. All I need is engineers, support arty, and cavalry recon. Use light infantry or... Oh, that's not what I wanted. Light infantry are really bad. I wish you placed them with infantry, because infantry has way more soft attack, and you have lots of heavy equipment here. We can afford this. It only cost us an extra 720 for all these divisions. So there you go. We can add an extra artillery piece in here. We're gonna have lots already. It doesn't matter. Just something like this. The second you start you could do maintenance. Maintenance does not require any trucks, and it will save you a wee bit of equipment. Normally, I don't bother. Oh, we should put MPs. That's what I'm forgetting. MPs gives you recovery rate. Very important. But could do maintenance, but it's really heavy on support equipment. I'd rather not. Save those for your Marines. I never do logistics. It's a trap. They cost 50 trucks. So all of a sudden, let's look at the division cost here from 431 to 589. We take this out. It's now 326 to 44. Like, it's substantially more expensive just to have logistics in there. So anyways, that's a 60 artillery division. Probably a bit heavier than already. We'll just drop this down for this. That would work fine. And now we're just nuke everything else, because it's all irrelevant. And we'll make this as our secondary fallback division. It's going to be half and half division. So it's going to be 12 width. Half light infantry, half regular infantry. Remove the recon. Go down to... And there you go. Actually, I'm going to give this just a symbol so I know the difference. This is going to be my blocker division. It's going to stand along the sides, just essentially, as I said before, block and hold the flanks. So these divisions are going to go down the throat and kill China. So train some of these up, and I'll see you guys in 1937. Back here, it's now almost March 1st of 37. That's when you can take Marco Polo Bridge. I'm just sitting. The focuses work out pretty well. You can sit there and collect about 10 days-ish for the Marco Polo Bridge incident. So let's play this out. So far, I've only made 2 templates. We have our hold the line template, which is just 2 heavy infantry, 4 light, 1 line artillery. The reason we do line instead of support is line actually adds org. Support will take away org. Don't ask me why that's in the mod. It is. I had an HQ engineer, distributive entrenchment. These things have enough 42 soft attacks. They should be able to overcome at least the early Chinese chaff they'll throw at you, and they've got lots of defense once they're entrenched, so they'll be fine. And the qualities, as you saw, nothing special about this. We made 30 quality. We got 20 in the north. We got 10 down in Shanghai. We got 10 chaff with the dudes in Shanghai. And we have these guys sailing over. They're going to help backfill as we go. We got 28 more divisions coming here, which match up with the 2 we have recruited here. Those will also help me backfill once I take more territory. And that's pretty much it. So let's talk shop here for a little bit. So this is the most important button for invading China. My theory is if you play Japan and you can comfortably defeat China, you have a thorough understanding of how logistics works in this game. So let's look at the railway map here. So you're not going to be able to go in China because the infrastructure is so shit. Level 1, 0. Like, these are all 0 infrastructures and 1s. You're not going to be able to go in China more than about 3 to 4 tiles on good terrain away from supply hubs before you start running into massive logistical problems. And then you're seeing minus 50, minus 60% stats on your divisions. It doesn't matter what you're using, minus 60% stats is not going to work out well for you. And logistics won't help that. Like, logistics does not help out running your supply. It might help a tiniest bit, but it's, you go from minus 60% to minus 55. It's 3/5 of fuck nothing. So that being said, let's look at potential avenues of approach into China here. To the north, it's pretty obvious. You come down and you grab Beijing and the coastal ports, then you can run down and you can grab these two supply hubs and you go, oh, that's great. And we can also think, oh, we can go over here and go through these mountains, which is kind of a misnomer here. And I'll explain why right here. You really can't push supply down through here comfortably to attack across this river to take this final supply hub. It's really difficult. I would almost say ignore this up here. Ignore the PSC, ignore Shanxi. It's not worth it early game. The major supply hub you need to take, because you have to attack, if you go down and take this supply hub in Qianfang, or however you pronounce that, apologies for our pronunciation as this goes. The risk you run into is these tier tiles are just just barely in reach of a motorized supply hub here and here. And so in order to take this supply hub comfortably, you have to take Tianjin before you do that. Now, the problem here is that this is across a major river, and there's hill tiles surrounding it, and it's, of course, an urban tile. So if you're trying to attack across the river, once again, at the very extent of your supply lines, because motorized supply will get you logistics here, but it'll be tough, it won't be fun. So you have to take this logistical hub to be able to comfortably take this one, because you can push supplies across these flatlands down to here, because that's 1, 2, 3. So you should be able to comfortably get supplies here to take this supply hub. Attacking across the river, and from here you should be able to take that no problem. But the best way to take this is on the march. If you can take this on the march through this demilitarized zone, just blitz through these early Chinese troops and get this on the march, you will be ahead of the game. Do not worry about naval invading. All these ports, like these ports, go nowhere. They got no supply hub. This one here is sure, but the problem is you gotta take the port, then push out from it. You don't have any Marines yet. It's still 133 days away in February 1st. I teched that day 1. You guys saw me. It's not worth it. So don't take these ports. Same with these ports down here in the south. They're all supply traps. This one here is the only one which goes somewhere, which is Kiangchao. Once again, you're trying to naval invade into an urban tile with early game Marines. You can do 2 divisions at once. You might get in there, it might work, but then you're fighting on 2 fronts. It's really not good. You could say, sure, it ties down some Chinese troops. It also ties down your troops. So think about it that way. Pushing across these mountain ranges, you'll never be able to get supply across these mountain ranges to capture, let's say, Nanchang. And then even once you take this region, this city, in the supply zone, you still can't get supplies there until you push supplies down through one of these ports here and down across these mountains. So once again, that's a long way to go before you get to supply hub. You will run out of supplies here. Right in here, you'll be able to supplies, and that's a long way to go with no supplies. So your only really 2 good options, right, is to push out of Shanghai and go into Nanking, and then take the supply hub of Hofi. And Hofi is really important. We'll talk about that in a bit here. And if you can get to Hofi, then you can barely push supplies down to Hankow through Hofi. You cannot push supplies to Hankow through Kangfang, Liang, wherever you can barely do it. You can get supplies into here comfortably. This tiles you can't. So you got to have Hofi, because that is 1, 2, 3 tiles. Once again, you can get supplies over here to push Hankow. So that's the route we're going to take. We're going to try and blitz down through Beijing, take out Tianjin, go for Kangfing's, then we're going to go straight down. We're going to go straight across and push for Hofi, grab the supply hub on the march. While my 10 divisions coming out of Shanghai are going to blitz for Nanking as soon as this demilitarized zone goes up. And we're going to see if we can grab Hofi on the march. I don't care if I can capture the railroad there. I'm going to see if I can get that on the march. Normally you can't. Sometimes you can. We're not going to worry about this port unless it's unguarded, and we can walk into it Nantung. If we can get that easy, we'll get it, because it is a hill style and it is nice to get that port out of the way. But the big thing we're going for here is Nanking, because Nanking is an urban tile, and once again, it's a bugger to take. Just because the Chinese will cycle their capital like crazy, but at the start, they want to have 40 divisions there. So at the very start, you're going to want to go for Tianjin quickly and Nanking. If you get that really quickly, as you'll see here, then you pretty much just meet up in the middle, and you encircle all the Chinese divisions along the coast. So let's just let this run a little bit. And of course, my starting setup here, we have some battleships, so some DDs protect them. We have a few heavy cruisers with some half-decent destroyers just out scouting to kill the Chinese fleet, and some submarines. Quick little side note, for those of you who are struggling to get iron in as Japan, go to this tile in North Korea and put it on forced labor. Right? If I take this off forced labor, we go to civilian oversight it starts off with. We go to 159 iron. We go to forced labor, 235 iron. That's enough for a steel mill. Very important. Import oil from the Dutch East Indies. It's got the cheapest convoy count. Same if you're iron. I'm out of iron right now, so we're importing from America. But look at this. 90 iron takes 142 convoys from America. That is disgusting. Should almost be doing that from France, because France is a bit cheaper. Yeah, 95 convoys. We can... My ships are finishing, so we gotta grab some more iron here. Alright, it's not March. I have to run way too long. Fucker meat. That's all I did Marco Polo Bridge incident. So the second this focus finished, all these demilitarized zones around Shanghai and around Beijing will no longer become demilitarized the second the focus finishes. So I'm just going to grab some manpower here because we're going to need it. Hopefully not too much, but we may as well have it. So the second this finishes, we want to blitz our troops in there. If you're in a multiplayer game, which I'm assuming that's what this is for, feel free to pause it. I'm going to try and play this war on speed 3 so you guys can see it can be done on speed 3 with no pausing. I'll do Navy and stuff with it just to show, once again, it can be done. Get more dockyards. What's going on here? Let's drop down to the Yamato because I'm inspired by Mukabuku. Open this up, grab some more iron. Who has iron on the cheap? Where's France? We want to grab this fighter. Or this bomber, I should say. So we're watching the focus finish. Divisions are arriving. This guy's here. I have these two supply hubs motorized. One here, one here. That's another reason I don't lose logistics is because I want my trucks to push supplies forward. Logistic companies do not get you supplies farther down the map. So let's get the supplies where they're needed. And I don't think maintenance are worth the support equipment for killing China. You should not take that many casualties. Alright, so another big thing too is you never, ever want to attack with these divisions. You would take horrible casualties. That's where you see those people taking horrible casualties Japan against China. They're attacking with these divisions. And that's where all their casualties are coming from. Never do it. These things are the only things that attack. These things sit and defend. So the second you start attacking these things, you'll start taking 2, 3, 4, 5,000 casualties per battle. It will not be pretty. Come on, give me the Virgo. We also have air up. I built some air bases. We should have planes and casts. It's all good. Should I pause it? Not going to pause that there. Force the habits I heard, eh? So see what I just did there? I cycled that supply hub. We're gonna push this. Can we get Nanking on the march? This is the problem here. You run to this. I need that supply hub there. Good, we got Nanking on the march, so we can go for HOI4. We also got that supply hub, good. Gotta stop attacking these dudes. Can we get Tiansang, please? My iron. Come on. Why aren't we all attacking? That's the problem. There we go. Maybe we can get HOI4, maybe we can't here. I don't think they can get through there. What's going on with these iron imports? It's probably a little see metals. No, we have way too much iron. Okay, I see. There we go, we got it. That's what we needed. We're gonna get that, good. So right now we're just going to secure this here rail line and we're going to start pushing over for Kiafang. I don't want to run down to here if I can help it, because I want to try and pocket off. That's not what I wanted. Try and pocket some of these troops here. Come on, give me Hefang. What's the cost of this here base? Why am I keep pausing it? Come on. So the danger here is you don't want your divisions to wander, right? The second your stuff starts wandering, you're going to run into trouble. Keep an eye on your trucks. I think I have too many heavy infantry in these, so I'm just going to go one of the light infantry in these. It's not going to make a difference. Maybe we can take Hefang now. We see where we got only minus 2% attack, so it's not the end of the world. So I grab this here airbase so I can throw my planes up over there. Who's the one failing that attack? Stop it. just build some more bombers. Alrighty, these guys are here. I'm gonna start concentrating my troops over here again. Small pocket, not the end of the world. Don't get super worked up about trying to encircle Chinese. It'll happen naturally as you push. Come on, give me HOI4. Why is my air not bombing? My cast didn't move, that's why. Unless they want to get HOI4 on the march, good. So we're running into a supply hell here. There's really no good way to push supplies down here. We're gonna try it. We still got trucks left. If I can grab these rail lines, then we should be good on supplies. I think the rail line runs through there. It does. So you can see here, these divisions are good enough to stop, easily stop simple attacks. That's what I wanted. Still some more bonds. Let's keep up some more mills, because why not? I think we've got the rail line. No, we gotta take Changshu. Good, we've got that rail line. And now we're just gonna focus on making this pocket. I'm actually gonna redeploy these guys up here to go and take this port. And these guys are sitting here, they can go help take that port. That being said, we need another army. Please take this. Yeah, see that my 50% attack. That's what I mean. You just supplies are such a massive problem pushing them down this far south. It's really difficult. Though we do have this. Maybe if we motorize this, it might help a little bit. If I demotorize this hub, no more trucks for you. No more trucks for you. Gives me all kinds of trucks. Minus guy got 10% more attack. Really need to take that hub. I think I'm gonna actually stop these guys out and redeploy them out of there, because that could be half the problem. So the danger here is I'm pushing up in an area where there's no supply hub, but I want to try and connect this up if I can. But first I need to take this here back line. Come on, divisions, where are you? 25 for doctrine. May as well grab some more naval experts just to try and get some XP. Do I get an army reformer? No. Sure. So that's what I mean. You can't be thinking too much about the war in China. It will happen. But the big goal here is to make sure we... I need 10 more iron. make sure we are ready for the war in against the Allies. 'Cause that's going to separate the men from the boys, right? These guys here don't ever need to supply depot. They're going across the river though. Oh, there's mud there. That's half the problem. Okay. Okay, I see what's going on now. So yeah, these here divisions are perfectly fine to defend early game against the Chinese. Why did I pause again? I don't care. Just give me a bit more iron. I think we got it here. Good. Yeah, we do good. So there you go. Like 2.5 months into the war, we've already pocketed a bunch of troops. Now since these guys have to start cleaning the pocket, these dudes have arrived, so they can start covering this flank. We're gonna need some of them over here. Come on, take that. There we go. Just like that, eh? They got no supply because we're killing the convoys, and they sail out, we sink the troops. Let's go finish this. Still, the major supply lab we gotta leak up before we push down to Hankow is we have to push up and hook up the supply route here. We can maybe try and push for Hankow through Hofi, but we gotta clear all this before we go there. So there's no major rush, there's no point getting there and letting them entrench behind the river line before we're ready. Maybe we can get across the river on the march. Let's get this fire control system, that's good. Now we simply start cleaning. Once again, don't try to avoid any losing battles if you can help it. I may as well send these guys over to clean this out. Ah shit, that's not what I wanted. I'll go this way. Fuck it. Yeah, let's get some infantry offense. What the heck? Now, I'm not gonna bother with any of these. Like the extra, it's not worth it. Like it is worth it, but it's 3/5 of fuck nothing once again. But we are gonna bother with some more anti-partisan. We're gonna grab you, put you on redoubt resistance right here. Grab you, redoubt resistance. Could I do something? That's probably the best one. Now there should be some iron in here somewhere. Iron's over here. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Don't worry about it. Here we're just going to continue to try and squish these pockets. Just stun them there. Push this down. May as well grab this supply hub here. That's a supply hub, right? Yep. Let's send those guys over here to reinforce that. These guys should go here. Like I said, I could grab this land here, but there's no point. It takes me nowhere, so we're not going to grab it, right? I have to be very cognizant of where you're going. Check that supply map if you're unsure. Because you only want to go, that's like 5 years away, right? Yeah. Where somewhere would actually lead you somewhere. If you're not being led somewhere, don't go there. It's that simple. Alright, we got this. Good. Oh fuck, apparently I let myself get circled. Oopsies. These guys need to keep going. Stop that. Stop that attack. How are we on equipment? And you can see our casualties here are very low, 18k. It's actually relatively high. We've had some bad attacks, but still 18k for that kind of advancement in a few months. I don't think that's too bad. I think that's the railroad town. No, it's not, but we'll clean it anyways. I sent one of you guys over here. We need some more fillers over here, so we'll send those guys down. You can see up the north here, we're fine. We should have 2 on each tile, it's normally enough. Grab that port, we got shore bombardment, it's all good. Stop that attack, you useless tits. Alright, so now we don't have that railway connected up, so we might actually stop our attacks over here, because it's not getting us anywhere. Give us some more mills, it's always nice. That'll be the last port, then they're dead. Yes, America, fuck off. Never take that event, you give America war support. That's exactly what he wants. Stop attacking. Let's go up here and push it back a little bit. Stop attacking. So you can see here, this is how you take casualties, right? I'm attacking in spots where I have no attack, so I'm actually taking, look, we got 7% strength loss there, 20% strength loss there. I really shouldn't be doing this. This is bad. Let's not do that. Let's just run some of these guys over here to help protect that. This guy's gonna attack down this way, this guy's gonna go like that. Let's keep the march. Okay, that's a bad attack. Really, there's no rush, right? You don't have to rush killing China. Let's take it easy. Don't make bad attacks. That's the big thing, right? You see, I'm attacking a very little actual men half the time. You see these guys here, they made bad attacks. That's why I've got another 8k casualties, because I was making poor attacks. That's where all your troubles playing as Japan against China is going to stem from. You're going to make bad attacks. Right. And if you can get a pocket like this, look, all these divisions just slowly disappearing. You could do fancy and try and cut them up. I'm not going to bother. Try and push them, like I said, where you have supplies. I'm going to stop that attack, because no supplies, bad attack. Let's kill this. Just wait here till you get some friends. And there you go. We're at, oh, while we paused. We're almost 1 million casualties. Stop on pause. And there's gonna be gobs of baddie divisions there. Keep this push going. Alright, let's motorize HOI4 because it's the only way to get supplies here. And now I'm gonna go for the big push. And we're gonna see if we can take this on the march. Sometimes you can, most of the time you can't. But we'll see if we're lucky, eh? Feeling lucky. So here's the plan. We're going to try and take Wen Chao on the march. You can see once again we have all our infantry. It matters. Concentrate. Just give a quick look over your line. China has nothing, no capacity to break through this point in the game, so don't worry about it. May as well pick up some doctrine. What the heck? We don't have our guy to make it cheaper yet, but I don't care. Yep, now we're running into the classic issue where we're out of supplies. This is what I mean, you got the supply crunch here. You gotta try and get at least one of these on the march, which it looks like we're gonna be able to at least get Hankow on the march, which is good. Can I have someone here stun those, please? Yeah, it's just horrible supply all around. I really don't even need to be going over here. So this here tile I'm taking, not important. I'm actually going to stop because that's just showing. It's just bad. You don't need to take it. Don't take it. Good, we got that tile on the march. That will allow us to hopefully take Wunchang on the march. And now hopefully the entire collapse begins. You guys need to move down. You're going to be backfilling. Can we get it? Sometimes it's a bugger if you can't get it. Just supply this situation here. Probably too many divisions in a tile. 13%. Sometimes if you motorize or semi-motorize, you will alleviate some of those supply issues. Yeah. Not good for supplies, but hopefully we can grab it on the march. And the big thing is, you gotta be quick when the war starts as well. Because the Chinese debuffs will go away, and you do not want to be fighting China once they've gone away. Good, we'll get that on the march. So this is the next supply hub. It's right here. It's in Changsha. We're going to march for it. We're not going to worry about going over here. We're not going to worry about trying to cross to the coast. That does not matter. You can't push supplies. Only go where you can push supplies. Stop that. There's no point to attack that. No point. Now I could also actually realistically have the problem here with my I'm taking so many so many equipment, I should say, is because I don't actually have proper garrison template. Yeah, that's what we want to do. We're still using the Hoshi sheet, and this will free up a whole bunch of oh, for fuck's sakes. This will free up a whole bunch of heavy infantry equipment. Because we got lots of guns in Japan. That's the wrong thing I wanted. These things. Yeah, there we go. So, we're not going to worry about encirclements. We're just going to keep marching south. Repeat after me, just keep pushing south. Not worried about one division here, it's across a major river. Yeah, I think I fucked this up. We didn't keep going hard enough down this way. I got sloppy and fucked around in my template. Why don't you have any... Just give me your steel Manchukuo, I don't care anymore. Let's close that down. Yeah. not sure why I'm attacking this. I don't need to. 26k casualties. So after we take this supply hub, the next target is this mountain. This mountain's the hard one. So I'm actually going to... Where is it? Just right click that and maybe we can take it on the march. I'm just going to bypass this for now. We'll get there eventually. Deploy some of these reserve divisions over here. Let's keep pushing down for that mountain. Alright, that's not what I'd like to see. Please don't kill that. Don't technically need all these motorized. We can motorize this hub. We can motorize this hub. And that should, hopefully, maybe we have to motorize this guy. Does that allow me to... Do I have trucks for that? We do not, so we won't demotorize him. Demotorize him. Oh, that's the problem. That's where my trucks are. Yeah. Alrighty, keep marching. Keep marching. We're set supply hub. 2 tiles away. Can we get there before they reinforce the world wonders? Please get on that tile. Let's clean them out of that, just so I can hold their jungle tile on my, or forest tile on my flank. Or we're not in that tile. Get in that tile. That could have been really bad. So this is why you don't want to push D5, right? So I'm protecting this railway, so it's fine. But if you get 2 primary supply hubs, you're sitting here taking attrition. It's just like this guy here, sitting here taking attrition. Not where you want to be. This guy taking attrition. Like, it's inevitable. But, yeah, you don't need it. If you can avoid it, right? So there's a supply hub here we want to grab as well. Right here. So we're going to make it keep trying to grind for that. Can we push that mountain tile? We can, actually. Good. Alright, you can garrison that. This is the hard one. Looks like we're going for it. We should get it. Good. And we're almost there. How long have I been ignoring that for? Yikes. It doesn't matter. I got a feeling I've been ignoring that for a long time. Let's grab some steam turbines. What the heck, let's grab some carriers. We have some more mills. Oh, I couldn't have been too long. That just finished. Are we already? It says we're short. I'm not going to worry about Artie. 7 on Artie will be lots. Upper nav bombers a little bit. We're going to up our heavy infantry equipment. Up our support equipment that we needed. And we'll up our trucks because you can never have too many trucks. And we'll throw the rest onto nav bombers. Is there a Malaya? Yeah. Good show. In the past, I made a whole bunch of these Ki 27 fighters. I don't know if, like, they're shit. So, but they're really cheap. But you don't get a better fighter until 1941. You could theory make zeros, but zeros are shit. I don't know. Not that these guys are much better. Yeah, maybe we'll go like this instead. I think we have to. Stop the attack is bad. Oh no, did I get myself in circle not paying attention? I did. That's fine. was performing some in-depth reconnaissance, yes. Alright, so we did it. It's December 37, and China's pretty much dead. At this point, we just march along the coast, grab all these ports, just take 5 divisions on a 5 quality division on the side, march along the ports. You then follow this rail track over to here. You can go up to Qingyuan. It's up to you. You can take Nanjing, secure the rest of the coast. And then you are in a position at that point to do minor operations in the north, like take out Shaanxi. You can kill the PRC if that's your style. It's up to you. But the essence is the same. Follow your supply hubs. I just gotta break this guy out just so I didn't actually lose it. Follow your supply hubs and don't let your divisions wander. Keep your quality together and only attack of your quality. Like we have 29k casualties as Japan here and 1.2 dead million Chinamen. And these guys here are dead already, they just don't know it, right? So that's really it. Do I actually have more divisions I didn't use? Or did I use them all? No, like I didn't use any of these stupid colonial troops here. I could have used them to hold the line, but their stats are just so bad. They got 42 defense and 20 stealth attack. Like, it's twice the defense on these Mike divisions, and I'd rather have the defense so these guys don't die. That's the problem running supply lines. Like this guy actually got tacked out, got pushed super easy. Same with these guys. Not much you can do about it, but you can see here the AI is trying, and like fully entrenched. Crazy. So, anyways, there you go. I'm gonna call it. Any questions, feel free to ask. And good hunting. Maybe I'll do some more of these in the future. About other things, the Navy on this mod can be quite daunting of all these modules. You go, what do all these engines mean? And you know, look at all these guns. I don't know what to do. So, but maybe I can explain that at some point. Anyways, until then, best of luck, everybody.